What's up, everyone? It's game time. Game time for games 5? Game 5, that is. We'll be facing off with the Kansas City Chiefs here in game 5 on the road. So we're going to have to see where they play. Playing in the wilderness a lot. Tropical Gardens for the 49ers. Or, no, excuse me. Was it Dirt Yards? Yeah, it was Dirt Yards and then Woodland Greens with the Lions. And now we're going to be facing off the Chiefs, who are starting off slow 1-3, but it's an important game for us nonetheless. Game time is on my mind, but you know what else is on my mind? Details of the mouse controls. Off screen, I changed it from the 1 button to the 2 button controls because I was intrigued by something. I want to incorporate the diving technique or move or whatever you want to call it to my repertoire, seeing that my players aren't that quick, and if I want to grab a few extra yards, you can dive by setting your mouse controls to 2 button mouse control, and by clicking the right button on the mouse, you can make your ball carrier dive. Obviously, he has to be running first. You hike and run by just scrolling. You hike the ball, obviously, by clicking the right mouse button, but by scrolling, you run. And to pass, you use the right click button. To zing it, you hold on to the right button of the mouse, and to lob it, you just tap it. And so I just thought I'd go through that tutorial there very quickly. And then you can also jump and dive as the defense as well, which is cool. By doing the right click, you can just control the player with the left button. So I just wanted to notify you guys of that. Special teams is all the same. And all the plays that I have in my playbook are the same as well. I don't believe I changed anything. Just going to check it really quickly. Offensive library, see what I have. I don't know if I had this in game 4. I made a halfback pass play, and I'm going to change this up really quickly. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to keep Ahmed will be this receiver, but I'm going to keep him blocking as is, because if you have your if you have blockers that are a little bit slower roll out like this, they tend to not get to the man they're blocking in time. And this also allows me to have more open space for this receiver by not having another player out here. So that is all I have for my playbook, nothing else. And I got rid of that stupid running play I have because I realized no running attack will be allowed for me. My players do not fit that bill. So let's get going with game 5 without further ado. Facing the Chiefs here in Tropical Gardens. So we got a lot of birds whistling in the background, and finally we're playing on a sun-filled field for the first time. We haven't played in a sun-filled field for a while, and that is a bad start to our game. Kicking it out of bounds, getting the penalty. That'll be out at our 40-yard line. I'm going to make sure all my players are set. They appear to be set and ready to go, and hopefully our defense will be able to come through for us again. And that is a big hit. Sydney Weber making herself known to the offense at this 43-yard line of my Chiefs' 43-yard line. So that was a bouncing ball up for grabs. It looks like What Am I is going to be pulled out of the playbook here. I've never seen that one before. And a broken tackle sets Jane free for the first down. That was a big play. So let's see if we can't get a interception there. And I'm not liking that one-man coverage down there with Jorge. We're going to have to change that up. See if I can't get in the way here. Boom. Sydney Weber actually making the tackle that she missed previously. So I'm going to send somebody blitzing right now, and it looks like they're going to run that play over and over today. And Sydney Weber is screwing up, causing me to lose the opportunity that I would have otherwise had to stop the Chiefs on their own side of the field. Instead, Jane Davis is headed down for an end zone dance. And blocked by Jorge, keeping it only a 6-point lead here in the early going. So one thing I realized today, I was just tinkering around with my computer, is that I can actually, in fact, record the original Backyard Football by setting the game to a window, allowing me to record it with Snagit like I am. And I've forgotten that I changed my mouse controls, so let's see if I can't get used to this real quickly. And that is not looking good for me, so I have a safety in the bag as well, so let's see if we can't slow them down here. And that ball is out of bounds. unfortunately. So they're going to roll out, and Sydney Weber makes the tackle. Doesn't allow the quarterback to break free as she did with the past so many plays. And it is fumbled, picked up by Jorge. He will take it to the 3-yard line. That was a big play by us after the safety. And it turns out we get a rushing touchdown. Who would have thunk it? Must have been a drunkie. And our touchdown dancing tennis player, Sydney Weber, with the touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie this game up, making it a 0-0 game again. So let's try to get a better kickoff here, make them not have to only go 60 yards like they did previously. Chico, I guess he lives in that hut up there. Love the ambiance of these fields. They did such a good job with that. And Susie breaking the tackle. Not breaking Sydney Weber's tackle, though, as Angela Delvecchio misses out on the sack opportunity. And that is just a bunch of bodies. Ahmed comes out at the scrum with the pick. So let's see if I can't dial up Jorge Garcia here. Zinging it to him, and that could have been pick 6 city for Pete Wheeler if it got to him. So I'm going to allow that one up to Ahmed. And I'm going to try to get a dive in here if I find the opportunity to do so. Try to get it to Billie Jean Blackwood here in the flat. She is open, and she's got the touchdown, her second on the day. Only 18 yards, but 2 scores. I will take it, and I'm going to go for 2 now. Try to make this one a 8-point game. You had that in your hands. Put your hands out, alligator. I know we're playing at Tropical Gardens, and you may find what was with that bounce. What are we playing with, a bouncy ball, with a super ball? And that was a mess in coverage right there. Short as a salt block. Ronnie Dobbs ending up man-on-man, one-man coverage against Jane Davis, their stud tight end. So they're going to run the draw play again. Not getting past Sydney Weber this time. And this is a big 3rd down early off in the game. Looks like they're probably going to go down to that one. Oh, and Jorge with the pick. And thankfully we get a touchback as he gets taken on the end zone. That was close. Ahmed Khan, big play. What Am I is an awesome play if you want to get a quick couple yards. This route, for some reason, run by tight ends in this game, just really is a big money play for you. So make sure you get that in your playbook. And let's get this to Sydney Weber. And I'm going to dive. And that is how you dive, and it looks like that allowed us to get a 1st down. So it is actually somewhat useful if you can find it. A good purpose for it. And we want to throw that one out of play. That is a big mess over there. And I'm going to lob that up for play for Sydney Weber. And we're going to take it to the house, diving into the end zone. Go to sleep. 3 touchdown girls, Sydney Weber. So I'm going to zing this to Ahmed Khan on the far side of the end zone. Ahmed Khan making the catch. So we're making ourselves comfortable here in Tropical Gardens after a shaky start. And I want to get Jeremiah into the action there. I don't know if he has to tackle all year. I know he's got like 3 receptions. Pretty shaky though. Pretty shaky. And I was looking for a pick 6 there. Not. My players move like slugs. So, you don't expect me to be there, and it goes bouncing off his helmet. And like I said before, I'll probably be able to record backyard football then. I didn't previously. The original, that is. So I'll be doing that next season for my backyard football playthrough. I'm excited for that. That's probably my favorite backyard football of all time. And that was dangerous. So I'm gonna put in Ronnie Dobbs for my receiver. Sydney's got pretty good energy still, so I'm gonna keep her in. And we're gonna run corner. See if we can't get one of our guys to break free. We got Sydney open across the middle. See if I can't get in range for a field goal, although that's pretty difficult to do in this game. So see if I can't get some quick yards here. Go down. I didn't mean to pass it that far. All right, so I was gonna settle for a 17-point lead with the field goal, hopefully, but they're killing me in time of possession. But I have the lead. 4 first downs is not a good thing for us. We need to tighten up our defense, and thankfully I am in positive yardage. We're very close in yardage overall, though. Winning the turnover battles, that is allowing us to take the lead in this game. But after halftime, you want to make sure you replace your players, as I'm doing right now. Ahmed. And that is the lineup we're looking for. I want to get Jeremiah the ball. He's feeling lonely. And Ahmed, our quintessential not returner, getting tackled pretty early in the play there. And Sidney Weber, bread and butter, with the first down. A big play at all the way to the Chiefs' 46-yard line. So I'm going to draw a running play up here, and Jorge Garcia putting a block on Pete Wheeler. What a surprise there. And I'm just going to throw that one away. They have some quick rushers, the Chiefs do. Whenever you got Pete Wheeler on the opposition, you have some difficulties for yourself, and that was not a good call by me. I rushed it, didn't see that linebacker dropping back into coverage, and that caused me to throw an interception. But I return the favor, breaking 2 tackles there, and Ahmed, it gives me back the ball. So I'm going to get it out to Sydney, and just over her outstretched arms. And I'm beating Daisy. And I'm about 5 yards into the end zone, but for some reason, they don't like giving me the TD. So I'm going to try a halfback pass now, and I'm getting rushed. I had never had a chance there. Probably going to have to change that play up. My blocking is terrible, so when your blocking is awful, you're not be able to get some halfback passes that require time for your receivers to get around. And once again, Sydney is always the man open right in the middle of the end zone. Getting all of our touchdowns today off of Sidney Weber. And that was a mistake as well. Trying to get Ahmed into the play. Although I could have got the score with Sydney, I was just trying to incorporate some of my other players into the game, and that cost me 2 points there. So could be 32-8. Still got a commanding lead though against the Chiefs here. And that is another pick. They are just dialing up the picks for me today. The cornerbacks, Buffet and Jorge Garcia with the first down. So let's see if I can't get. Oh, looks like it's going to be my main man again, and off the helmet, carrying 20 yards downfield. So we're going to try a cross across the middle, and that's not working for me. So I'm going to have to throw that one out of play. And that is just that one problem that I cannot stand. One of many problems actually with 2002. You try to throw the ball out of play, your quarterback loses so much energy they can't even get it past the intended receiver out of bounds. No intelligence for my quarterbacks. So once again, my PATs have been shaky all year. I'm going to try to exploit their defense. I click sooner with my blocking schemes, failing me, preventing me from getting those point afters.
I got a billion of them.
Million. Okay. And while you're working here, I guess this is a pretty sick job commenting on a video game. Virtual World for Chuck Downfield. He wants to be on Comedy Central, but he's not going to find that job anywhere anytime soon. So we're going to try to get Ahmed down the seam here. I was just feeling it, and he's feeling it too. That's a TD. 6 points for Ahmed Khan, who is having a good day down there with the orange background.
If you could throw 5 touchdowns in one game, you must be doing something.
I was waiting for his 5, I want to say 5 pizzas. Now that's more impressive than scoring 5 touchdowns. And that should be 2 points, but because back here at Football 2002's creators don't deem that 2 points, they prevent me from getting points that I need. So Angela, I was testing out the dive there, eating some dirt on the kickoff. Blitzing. And Ahmed, what is that, the 9th turnover? Is that a record? You should just retire, Susie. Susie Q, you should just start making pastries. That's what you should be doing. And I'm diving. And diving actually gets you a good 4 more yards, whereas you might not get those yards if you were not to dive. So actually doing the 2-button control on the mouse is actually somewhat effective. It also prevents you from fumbling too, as you can just go down without having to worry about getting tackled and having a fumble caused. So give me a block, give me a block. Nah, I was waiting for the break in the tackle there, but we're going to have to call a timeout. We're going to get Jeremiah in, get Ronnie in there. See if we can't get a touchdown for one of these guys. Get them in the scorebook. They'll feel good after that. Jeremiah open down the seam. He's got one in catching, and it's not coming through for me there. So we'll try to get Angela a field goal here. If that arrow slow down, spastic arrow there. And it looks like I'm going to be stuck in the 40s for our 5th game of the season here against the Chiefs. So wide open down the field, Joshua with a big play. Blitzed a little too much there. Oh, I thought I had the pick there. I was reading it the whole way. Nice tackle, Ronnie. Ahmed, get to the play. There you go. Oh, that's what's going to happen. Do you call that a defensive or an offensive touchdown? That is a cheap touchdown there. All right, so some lucky points for the Chiefs, hurting our yards allowed. And I was about to block the kick, but somehow it sneaks through, even though I swear I saw the ball short of the crossbar. You can also block and jump to block kicks as well with the 2-button control, which is cool. So I'm going to have to get used to that. I haven't used that in a while. And we'll get Jeremiah a pass, and he is just having a rough life with those useless arms of his. And what a catch by Ronnie Dobbs, making the dive towards me for the reception. And we'll try to get to Sydney here to close out the game, try to get her a touchdown. And we'll just get some extra yards for Billy and Sydney there, I guess. So post-game coverage is not as I would like it, so we're going to skip over that and look at the stats here. A lot of turnovers, 7 interceptions. Chiefs have some serious problems with their quarterback, as they do in real life, as the Bears do as well. Injuries suck, I know. Same on 3rd down conversions, but we outplayed them passing game for sure. Not my greatest defensive effort, but we'll get the victory nonetheless. So let's take a look. The Packers, a big loss for them, helping us out in the division. The Lions won, though. But the most threatening team in our division does go down to the Broncos. We'll see what happened here. Pretty clean game. Yeah, it's a pretty balanced, clean game. It looks like, I don't really know what happened here. It must have been defensive turnovers. The stats, I don't know if the stats really do add up to who wins or not, though. I think it's like just a rolling of a dice, and then the stats are just crapshoot. They're just thrown in there to make it look like it happened. But probably some defensive touchdowns, possibly. We'll check it out, and special teams play. But the Packers getting a loss, which is good for us. So we'll check our awards. 5 interceptions in a game, and that is quite a feat. Go home and order a pizza in celebration. So let's see if we can't check out what happened here. Passing, or let's look at the Broncos, see if they got any defensive touchdowns. All right, so it looks like we're playing the AFC West right now as the technically AFC West, as it looks like the Packers play the Broncos, I play the Chiefs. I don't know if the Lions play the Raiders or what the case was, but defensively, let's see. Did they get a touchdown? They got no defensive touchdowns, which is very strange. They did recover a couple fumbles. Tiffany Bosworth is a beast in the defensive end of the ball. 4 sacks. Special teams, though, I bet that there was no return TDs from kickoffs, no punts. Yeah, that's one thing. When the computer plays, they never really have any punts. And let's see, a kicking game. Place kicking, 1 extra. Wow, Robert Ellison. You might be fired pretty soon here, or let go. 1 extra point made out of 3 taken. It's a little shaky there. But that is strange. It said they must have gotten some great field position or something somehow, because there was 4 touchdown passes, 4 completions. All right, this is weird. And only 1 first down for them. But I'll take the victory for the Broncos any day. We'll be facing the Dolphins next. We'll see how they are. Dolphins and Cardinals. We got a good 2-game lead now on the Packers, who are 3-2. So the Dolphins are 4-1. That is a good team there. And the Cardinals are 3-2. So 2 not bad teams that we'll be facing here to finish off this first half of the season before our going on our long home stretch. So I will see you guys in Game 6. We'll be taking on the 4-1 Dolphins, which will be a pretty good showdown. But hopefully their defense will show up once again, and we'll be able to get the win. So thanks for watching Game 5. Took down the Chiefs 40-15. See you guys later in Game 6.